They say when you mess with heaven's paperwork, hell starts reading the fine print. I should have listened. A week after the Bureau handed us our holy mission, Azraq and I are deep in Louisiana, a place where faith, sin, and humidity all fight for dominance. The air smells like rust, wet earth, and broken promises. Perfect setting for divine bureaucracy. We're chasing whispers, old priests, ruined churches, fragments of scripture that mention the ledger of shadows. Every clue says the same thing. It's not just a record. It's alive. And the last person who touched it ended up a permanent footnote in Hell's archives. Azraq's been quiet. Which is new. Usually he won't shut up unless he's chewing on sarcasm or souls. Finally he mutters, "You know what this smells like?" "Swamp?" I ask. He shakes his head. "Enochian fraud. That's demon speak for we're screwed." We stop at an old church, half sunk into the bayou. The sign says, "St. Lazarus of the Lost." How poetic. Inside, the pews are gone, the altar's cracked. And the walls? Covered in names written in dried blood. At the center, there's a stone tablet, black, slick, carved with spiraling symbols that move when you look too long. I know what it is the moment I see it. The shadow ledger. Hell's original accounting book. Before gold, before sin, before taxes, this thing kept the first debts, and it's humming. Like it remembers me, Azraq frowns. "This shouldn't exist," I nod. "Neither should we." I step closer, and the symbols flare red. The air thickens. Something moves behind me, slow, heavy, ancient. Then I hear it. The whispering of names older than creation, Baal, Astaroth, Mammon. Each syllable tastes like burnt incense and lost prayers. I reach out. Bad idea. Always a bad idea. The moment my hand touches the stone, the world flips, the church melts away. Now I'm standing in a hall of obsidian, the floor covered in chains that move like snakes. Thousands of candles burn black flame. And sitting on a throne of gold and wrought, a figure watches me. Crown of bone. Eyes like dying suns. Voice that sounds like every confession ever whispered in fear. Ethan Cross, it says. "Collector? Pretender? You've come to claim what you owe," I laugh. "Because what else do you do when a biblical monster knows your name?" "And you are?" It leans forward. "I am Mammon, treasurer of the pit, keeper of greed, and your biggest investor." Of course, the demon of wealth itself, the original accountant of hell. And here I am, the con man trying to scam the system. I glance at Azraq. He's half-formed, flickering. The realm doesn't like him much. He whispers, "Boss, we should leave." Like, immediately, Mammon rises. Each step echoes like thunder through debt and centuries. "Leave?" it says. "But your balance isn't settled," he gestures. And the chains rise, each one engraved with a name I've exorcised, a soul I've conned, a lie I've told in God's name. They wrap around my wrists, cold, heavy, familiar. I grip my teeth. "Let me guess. Eternal damnation, interest included?" Mammon chuckles. "No, mortal. A partnership." The chains loosen. He holds out a coin. Black, pulsing, dripping faint light. "Take it," he says, "and you'll wield the true power of the ledger. Control faith, debt, redemption itself," Azraq hisses. "Don't. You don't make deals with the treasurer. You become his investment." I stare at the coin. It feels warm, alive. And somewhere, deep down, a voice that sounds suspiciously like me whispers, "You could fix everything." I take it. Instantly. The room implodes. Fire. Screams. Bells ringing backward. When I wake up, we're back in the church. Azraq's dragging me outside, muttering curses in 6 languages and 2 dead ones. I open my hand. The coin's still there, and burned into my palm, a new mark. A serpent coiled around a balance scale. Azraq glares. "You realize what you've done?" "Yeah," I rasp. "I just opened an account in Hell's first bank." He groans. "Perfect. You're now technically self-employed. By Mammon, the air shifts, and I feel it. A new pulse beneath the world. Every prayer, every deal, every exchange of guilt and grace, I can sense it. Like I'm wired into something older than morality. I smile. "Well, Looks like we just got promoted again. Azrek sighs. Buddy, at this rate, your next promotion's gonna come with eternal flames. I flick the coin once. It hums, glowing faintly red. And for a moment, just a moment, I swear I see Mammon's grin reflected in the metal. Faith, sin, debt. It's all just numbers now, and I just became the new accountant.